Hey, good morning. Colt Powers here. Out on my morning walk, getting in those steps. And I thought I'd touch on something real quick today that I'm directly dealing with some young athletes that I work with. And that's goals. Goals are great, and they are great for everybody. Don't care what age you are. I don't care where you're at in life. Goals keep you going. It can be a small goal, long-term goals. And if you have long-term goals, what do you got as short goals to get you there? And it can be with weight loss, like myself. You know, I've got a long-term goal, and then I've got short goals trying to get me there. It can be, working to be on the varsity team. It can be rehab, and you're trying to get back to, you got injured and you're trying to get back to 100%. Goals are great, and they're great for everybody. And the reason I want to talk about goals today is because some of the athletes that I'm dealing with have got some goals. Now, not a bad thing, but they also have friends. These friends, though, they're not bad friends. Don't take this the wrong way either. Not bad friends, but they don't have the same goals. And that's okay. That is not a bad thing. But when you have your own goals and they have their own goals, somewhere in between the two, you need to make sure you remember what your goals are and how important they are to you. Because I promise you, your friends not having the same goals, they're not looking out for your goals. Again, maybe not in a bad way. And I know when you're younger, there's a lot of peer pressure and whatnot. Going out, hanging out with your friends, and they may be doing things that don't line up with your goals. And that's okay. As long as you're not participating, I guess that's part of being a kid. I never had to deal with that because my friends never invited me anywhere because they knew I didn't do anything like that, which was okay. So you've got goals and you're trying to stay on the straight and narrow, but you're going with your friends and you're helping them with stuff. Again, not a problem, not a bad thing. But how much time are you putting into your friends' goals that you're not putting into yours? And that's kind of what I want to touch on today, because like I said, I'm directly dealing with a few of these things. Again, not in a bad way. Just reminding some of these kids that these aren't their goals, and they need to be aware of that. So, morning. So, lining up with your friends' goals, helping them out along the way is great, but are they helping you? Not always the case. So make sure you keep in the back of your mind your goals, what's important to you. Staying on the right track. Because at the end of the day, you can't blame your friends. It's you. And you can't say, well, I was doing this with. Nope, don't care. Nobody else is going to care either. Your goals are yours, and you have to make sure that you follow what's important to you. That's my advice. That's my opinion. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you on the B side.